Hey everyone, welcome back to Whiskey Racing. Today we're going to be doing a review on this 2022 Dodge Durango RT Tow and Go Mopar Edition. First I'm going to go around and show you what makes this vehicle special, being the Mopar Edition, but I feel I also have to touch on the Tow and Go package because in and of itself that's a pretty cool package and it's definitely worth mentioning. So let's check it out. So starting out in the front here, obviously the first thing you're going to notice on a Mopar Edition Durango is the asymmetrical stripe running down the length of the driver's side of the. So another thing you're going to notice in the front here, instead of having the standard Dodge badge here, it's going to have a Mopar badge, silver trimmed with the blue Mopar lettering. So having a look at the side of the vehicle here, every Mopar Durango is lowered on Mopar Performance lowering springs. Overall, it's a 1-inch drop all the way around the vehicle. Moving to the wheels here, they're 20x10 wheels, 295 Pirelli Scorpions on all four corners. These wheels are called lights out, and you also notice the caliper there. There are 6 piston Brembos in the front, 4 pistons in the back, and they're all powder coated blue to keep with the Mopar blue theme. All right, so let's move to the inside now and see what special touches are on the inside of this Mopar 22 Durango. All right, so starting as we enter here, you have door sills, both Dodge and then Durango down on the paint. Keeping it low under the dash here. The pedal kit comes with the bright pedals. That's a Mopar accessory that's included. And then all the Mopar editions have this carbon fiber type trim on the door as well. If you look here at the door panel, you see the Mopar blue stitching, and that's all the way throughout this interior. As I said, it's all around the interior. That's your center console. This is soft touch here with blue stitching. You have blue stitching running across the dash. So it really is a nice touch to the interior of this vehicle. Looking at the seat backs for the front, it has the Mopar logo embroidered in the center of the seat backs, as well as we're back to that blue stitching running down the side of each sheet. These are very comfortable seats. It's a leather outside and then top, and then this is all suede down the center, and they are both power adjustable and heated. Another part of the Mopar package is they all come standard with a sunroof, so you have your sunroof control. One of the coolest, nice little touches of these is the numbered plaque on the dash. You can see it says Mopar 22, and this one is number 121 out of 250 produced. As I mentioned earlier, I wanted to get into the Tow and Go package a little bit. So let's get into that here. Basically, it's a bunch of heavy-duty parts Mopar threw at this to give it a best-in-class 8,700 pounds of towing. You're getting your 6-piston Brembos in the front, 4 pistons in the rear, electronic limited slip, Bilstein active dampening suspension, performance exhaust, which sounds awesome. I'll share a couple of clips of that here in a second. You've got your wide body flares here, 295 square setup all the way around. Comes with class 4 hitch, 4-pin, 7-pin wiring, integrated brake controller, revised calibration, 145 mile an hour top speed on this thing, and auto leveling headlights. So you know if it's squatting a little bit while you're towing, the headlights stay level. You're not like shining at the bats in the trees. But overall, it's a really cool package, and it also comes with 4 different drive modes. So we're going to hop in and talk about the drive modes. We're inside the vehicle here, and if you look down there, you have your 4 different drive modes that are part of the Tow and Go package. Obviously, you have your tow mode, which is your typical like tow haul, snow, sport, and track. I haven't really played with any of these buttons. From what I read online, the snow splits at 50-50 front to rear, sport is 60 rear, 40 front, and then track is 70 rear, 30 front. So I'll have a quick look at the inside of the vehicle here. Starting with the steering wheel, it's typical Dodge fare. It is a flat bottom wheel here. On your left here, you have your arrows to navigate through the menus on the EVIC, which we'll go through here in a second. And then on the right here, this is all your cruise control stuff. So like I said, pretty typical Dodge stuff. Challenger, Charger, it's all kind of laid out the same way. All right, so let's talk about the gauges up here in the EVIC. Obviously, you have your tach to the left there. I apologize for the glare. Fuel gauge, temp gauge to the right, and then your speedos in the center. That's customizable. You can go that way and kind of have it match the other gauges. I personally prefer the digital just because all new cars have digital. I'm just so used to it. And then if we scroll down here, gives your vehicle information center, all kind of different stuff. You got oil life, you got battery voltage, you got tire pressure, coolant temp, all your different gauges, trans temp, oil pressure. So everything you need to know is right there. This is the cool pages, the RT pages. We got a 0 to 60 timer. We got 0 to 100, 60 foot, eighth mile, quarter mile, braking distance, current G's, peak G's, lap timer. I don't know why you're taking a Durango around the course, but you can. Lap history. That can't be right. Who would do that in a Durango? And then your fuel economy, which I think this is supposed to be like 15 city, 22 highway. We're 14, it's still breaking in, and I love the sound of that Hemi. Trip odometers, distance of towing for a trailer, and then what you're listening to. And messages, like if you have a check engine light or something, it'll pop up there. And just like, like low washer fluid will come up there, stuff like that. Just, and that's it. And actually, it's not it, because you can customize the screen, you hit OK. It'll be like top left, you can do compass, outside temp, kind of whatever you want. I'm fine the way it is, so we're just gonna back out of here. All right, so let's talk about the touchscreen in the car. It's a 10.1 inch screen. It's powered by Uconnect 5.1, and I'll just go through this here quick and kind of show you some of the different stuff for it. So when you come up, it's customizable. Like you can see it has my name there, and then I put the little Mopar badge. You can customize all this, and it saves like your seat settings, radio settings, that kind of. So that's your home screen. That's a little different on the 5.1 compared to the older systems that I was used to. You got your nav on the left and then the audio on the right. If you hit media, that's obviously your audio, and then you can change FM, Sirius, whenever. Comfort, that's like your AC and stuff. Heated seats, which you can also do with the hard buttons. But one thing I want to show you here, for all the occupants, Dodge decided to give them helmets. They must know how I drive. Continuing on here, that's your nav. This is like a TomTom nav built in, which I'm not sure why they do that anymore, because the next one is Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. I just happen to have an Android. So it pops up like that, and you can use your Google Maps, you can use your Waze or whatever app you may use. So I don't really know why they put nav in, but they still do. Then if you hit vehicle, it's the settings, and you have your performance pages here. Launch performance pages, but this is sort of like what we had over there, but in addition to that, it brings up your gauges. You can have them all up. Dyno engine, it's kind of a live dyno. I don't think it's super accurate, but you can see your rev, it goes up, kind of cool. G-force, vehicle dynamics, I think that's steering angle, and then I think that I don't know if it's torque distribution or not. I haven't played with it. And what I like, they do also give you the hard buttons, so it's not, everything's not buried in the screen. If I want to put my heated seat on, I hit the heated seat button. Now you can also do it through the screen, but I don't like to have to dig through 18 screens to turn my heated seat on. They all also come with the wireless charging, which is nice. And then it's got the shifter, and I don't know how well you can pick it up. It's not very dark, but these light up blue. All the lights inside are blue, which is kind of a nice touch to the Mopar edition. So if I have one complaint about the inside of the vehicle, it's actually the backup camera. The resolution on it just isn't that good. My 19 Ram had a high def camera in it, and there was a zoom feature on it, so when I'm hooking up a trailer, you can get right on there, but the quality of this camera just isn't up to snuff for 2022. Also on the inside, below your start button there, you have the integrated brake controller. So I'm in the back seat here. I'm a little over 6 feet tall. You can kind of see my knees aren't touching. Pretty comfortable. This is like I said, the captain's chairs. This folds down, so I'd be comfortable back here for a longer ride. It's way better than my quad cab truck. Then in the back here, you have 2 vents on the bottom, 2 USB chargers, and the back seats are heated. And you have a regular plug there as well. We don't have children, so we simulated the situation with a jug of water. I don't know how this kid seat stuff works, but you can obviously haul a jug of water in your back seat. Have your rear HVAC controls on the roof, as well as some vents going all the way back. That's also for the 3rd row. If we look at the 2nd row here, this is equipped with the captain's chairs in the back. They're tumble and fold. If you pull the side here, folds it flat down, gives you extra cargo area to the back. And then down here, there's a little red lever, pull cord, pull it, and the whole seat tumbles, but my seat's too far back to go forward. But you can like kind of stand them straight up to get some extra room in here too. All right, so I do fit in the 3rd row, surprisingly. A little bit of headroom there. Not really much going on back here. I got a little bit of room there, you know, can't really stretch out, but I'd be all right. I'd be all right here for, a short trip. I don't know how long I'd want to be back here, but it does fit an adult. All right, so here's what it looks like inside the hatch with the third row up. You do have a little extra room under here, but it's not really a whole lot. Nice thing about this, and it's how I'm going to have the vehicle set up. You pull that, push down, pull that, push down, and you have a good bit of cargo space in the back. All right, so just driving here, cruising along, like it just rides so smooth. I said a little stiff earlier. I mean, it was more like a performance car type feel if you ever had a Challenger or Charger or something like that. It's a smooth ride, but there is that little sportiness feel to it. Being the RT, it is powered by a 5.7 liter Hemi backed by the ZF 870 trans. It's the 8-speed like Challenger and the Chargers. It's got paddle shifters up here, and then you can also bang the shifter left, and it's like a slapstick. I am more of a slapstick guy than I am a paddle shift guy, just personal preference, but again, it sounds pretty good. I'm going to toss her in sport mode here, and we're going to make a left, and we're going to romp on her a bit, and we'll see how sport mode is. I played with it a little bit. It shifts a little bit quicker, I think. But impressions of driving this thing, I mean, it's more car-like. I mean, my 19 Ram, it rode beautifully, especially for a truck. It was comfortable, but this feels like, for lack of a better term, it's a lifted Challenger. Like, it feels very car-like. It doesn't have any body roll. I mean, obviously I'm not flying down this mountain, but it's a stiff, I don't want to say it's a stiff ride, it's a sporty feeling ride. But overall, I like it. Turning radius is great, especially compared to a truck. So I really have no complaints about it. Again, it's a new vehicle, so you're not going to have your squeaks, rattles, that kind of stuff. But first impressions of this thing are pretty good. Okay, everyone, so that's going to wrap up our video on the 2022 Dodge Durango RT Tow and Go Mopar Edition. Hope you enjoyed it. I haven't spent a lot of time with the vehicle yet, but what I have, it seems to be really good. It kind of checks all the boxes, whether you're looking for a family hauler, a tow vehicle, or just a cool car to cruise around in. I mean, that exhaust sound is just fantastic. So anyway, stay tuned to the video for more content on this. We're going to be trying it out, towing here in a little bit, see how it does there. And we're going to do update videos on it. It's like a 1,000-mile update, year of ownership, that kind of stuff, and kind of see how it plays out. A couple things I didn't mention that I'd like to here. I didn't get slush mats with it, so when it was first released, it was supposed to come with slush mats. And when it was originally announced out at SEMA 21, you're supposed to get a suede headliner, Mopar center caps, different carbon fiber, like off the Hellcats on the door. So I don't know what happened there, but that's minor. I mean, it's just such a great vehicle. But anyway, if you liked it, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and maybe I'll see you out and about when I'm cruising the Durango. Later.